YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you taking the time to click on the video today and give it a watch. We have a special one for you today. But before we get into that, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, drop a like on this video, and if you want to know when the next video on the channel drops, hit that bell and you'll get a notification. Special episode today. We are going to rebuild the Navy Midshipmen. They started off the season really hot, and then they lost big time to Notre Dame, I believe, and it kind of unraveled from there. The reason for this special episode is when this is released, the Army-Navy game had just happened. This is the day, I'm recording the day before the game itself, so hopefully I can get all of it finished and out tomorrow. But when it drops, the game has already been done, and we'll be writing the future of the Navy Midshipmen. So what we'll do is we'll get to the point of where we are in this season. So I'll go ahead and I'll force win all the schedule that happened during the year. And the only other thing that I'm going to get into right now is with our school prestige. Right now we're a 1.5 star. So we're in the 2-star range. So what I'm going to be able to do in recruiting is I'm only going to be able to recruit 5 of the star above what we are pertaining right now. So we're 1.5 stars. So we're in the 2nd star. So this first year I can only recruit 5 3-stars. And once we get into the 3rd star, then we'd be able to do 5 4-stars and so on and so forth. So it's going to hinder the rebuild just a little bit. We're going to have to hit on gems. We are a motivator, so we're not going to have a whole lot of help in the recruiting aspect of things to start. So the recruiting and the scouting of players is going to take a lot of hours and different things like that. So we're really going to have to hit on players without really knowing what we're getting into, and obviously hit on development traits as well. So as you can see, the goal is 5 wins. We're going to hit that. So we're going to get a contract extension at the end of the year, and we're going to continue to go on that way. So with all that being said, I know it's a lot of talking and I know it's a little bit hard to follow, but I will continue to give you updates and be able to explain it throughout the way as well on the video. So without further ado, I'm going to get to our place right now, the day before the Army-Navy game. All right, well, we are here. As you can see, we're 8-3 heading into the Army-Navy game. Army, yeah, they are better in real life than they are here, but there's only so much we can do about the reality of that. However, the interesting thing about this game is typically the Army-Navy game is played after the conference championships. In College Football 25, it's played before. So if we go over and look at conference standings, we have a chance, possibly, if we win this game, to jump Florida Atlantic to play in the American Conference Championship, which would be huge for the program, right? So we'll see what we're able to do. We will hop in and play this game. We'll play the moments more so than anything. But we will be getting into that. Now, recruiting. Updates of where we are. As you can see, we have 1 3-star up here. We have, down here, we have our commits. We have a wide receiver, 3-star commit. We have another 3-star commit as a receiver. We have a receiving halfback, and we have a pass coverage middle linebacker. He is a bust. But he was kind of a secondary option. We had a middle linebacker that had 90 speed, but he decided to go to Bowling Green after they had like a crazy big upset win while he was there on a visit. And then we have an athlete scrambler down here with 89 speed. He'll probably be moved somewhere else if we can. And then the center power tendency guy. 71 run block is actually some of the higher ones that we see. Unfortunately, down here in the 2-star range. So that's kind of where we are standing as recruiting is. We are obviously pursuing some more guys and trying to get guys to commit. So it looks like we're going to get Ort, who is a scrambling quarterback. Again, we might see if we can move one of those guys around. And then we have this blocking tight end. We've only had 5 points on him for a long time. Just nobody else has really offered him. This athletic scrambler, again, not anything crazy. 86 speed, 83 throw power. So hopefully he can go somewhere else. Same thing with this scrambler. He has 87 speed. So hopefully he can go play somewhere else. But as you can see, as I'm going to fill out this guy and then I'm going to go do that off screen, our grades are awful. So his proximity to home is a big deal for him, and we have an F in it. So it's kind of an interesting mute point maybe. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. After this week. Otherwise, I might just go and send the house for the rest of the time. So I'm going to go allocate the rest of these, and then I will see you in the game. We're going to pick it. User lurk. What a play. Let's go get some points at the end of the half, huh? Oh, they're not even going to let us hop in. That's disappointing. They just busted a huge run for a touchdown. We're going to hop in. We're down currently 17-10. Screen. Oh, he broke a tackle. He broke 2 tackles to get that first down. That's unfortunate. All right, 3rd and 6. Big play here in this game. We're gonna give it to Udo. We're gonna get a stop. Looks like they're gonna settle for a. Okay. They're gonna go for it. Interesting. They literally made a kick from this distance in the first half. I don't understand why they're. And they're gonna hit the comeback route and break a tackle, get in the end zone. They're gonna go up 14. Pitch it, gonna get a 4-yard gain. That guy is literally not in good shape at all. Can't catch the ball. We're going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy. Sorry, I'm not really commentating a whole lot. I just don't know the plays. I don't know the players. I just don't know a whole lot of things. So I don't got a whole lot to talk about. So it is 24-17 here in the Army-Navy game. It's 3rd and 7. See what they end up going with. They're going to go triple option. We're going to stop it. They're going to have to punt it away to us. And our offense is going to have to try to go do something. They didn't, but defense steps up yet again, and we are going to have a chance to get a good return here. See if we can get some decent blocks. Oh, if that guy would have hit 51, we would have taken it to the house, I think. Oh my gosh, we almost had it. All right, we're looking for Hassan here. Nope, picked. Oh my, that was cover 2. Come on, defense. one more time here. Defense gives us another opportunity. Here we go. We cannot squander this. And they're just going to punt it out of bounds. All right, here we go. No more bad decisions. Oh, God, Capman looks like he's going to be wide open again. This time he is. We're going to hit him. We have 2 timeouts left, so we still got our whole playbook, really. Go ahead, hand it to the fullback. They read that pretty well, actually. So third and 11. We need to get a good chunky yards here. Oh, we had it. That was a good throw. That would have been perfect. All right, here it is. Here's the game right here. Oh, I picked it. Threw another pick. Oh, my. I threw 3 picks. That is so disappointing. Super disappointing.
Nice job,
24-17, lost to Army, just not good. That's their 3rd straight win against Navy. In this rebuild, we need to turn that around for sure. All right, as you see here, we are getting a 5-year extension after the 8-4 season, even though we botched the game against Army. So we're going to sign that. And we're going to keep our staff, too, because they're both master motivators. So we're going to keep both of the staff on as well for right now. Especially. So, yeah, tough loss. We're not in the conference championships, as you can see here. So we are here in the off-season / transfer portal. Here's the thing. As Army and Navy, you can't use the transfer portal. So we are just going to have to continue to go after prospects. We are just going to go in here and see if there's anybody like super interested in joining us, and there's really not. So it's really not that big of a deal. We do have 900 hours, which we can really get to scouting and different things, as well as making sure that we get these guys committed that we want. And we're just going to go ahead and allocate some points and do some stuff. So I will come back when I have it all figured out. All right, we are here at National Signing Day. We're going to go down through the development traits here of the players that we got. We got Kevin Long, a receiver. Physical guy, 6'1", 197 with 95 speed. He has impact. Another receiver with 91 speed, 6'1", 214. He also has impact. We have impact for Ahmad Sanders, who has 92 speed as a receiving back as well. We have star out of Channing Ort. Wasn't he a bust? Oh, no, that was the middle linebacker. I was like, wait a minute. So we got a star development quarterback here. With only 84 speed, he might go play somewhere else, to be honest. Middle linebacker, we got normal, but he has 80 tackle, 86 speed, so he's going to be okay. He's just not going to develop well. On Trey McLeod, we only have impact there. We have star on Goldwire, another quarterback, only 80 speed, so he's going to be playing somewhere else. Impact for our center, impact normal. We're just really going to look for any, like, big impact here for Brian John. Do we get, like, a star or an elite anywhere? We do not. So, not a whole lot of exciting stuff. 1 star. So, it'll be interesting to see how Ort fits in and see where he ends up playing, to be honest. Let's go look at the class. We're just going to go look at the AAC because we are not going to be... There we go. We're not going to be very high. Yeah, top 100, 98. Again, we can only sign 5 of the star above of what we are, so only 5 3 stars, and yeah, that's kind of where it gets you on that one. So overall, we got 35 of recruits in there. With the little hours, it's so hard to scout them too. Like, we had to scout them over a bunch of time. And some of them we didn't even scout fully, right? So we're just looking at like speed or strength or certain things at different positions. Recruiting, mainly the issue with that is our 5 stars, which we were in first place on before that game. We are now in a championship contender deal breaker with 3 of our top guys. So hopefully we can take care of business this week and continue to jump up there. We'll dive deeper into recruiting once we get a little bit further in the game. So we have UCF coming to our place. So hopefully we can take care of business here. Before we jump in, we're going to look at the team. Just look at the depth chart stuff. Maybe we'll switch some stuff around. So we have senior quarterback Blake Horvath. So he was our starter last year, and he played pretty well. So he knows the system. We're going to go with him. The other thing that I forgot to mention as well is we cannot redshirt. As a Naval Academy, you cannot, or any type of academy, you can't redshirt your players. So we can't go down and redshirt him and hope that he's really good. He's just going to have to learn behind Horvath, and then hopefully he makes a jump over Woodson in the summer. So we're looking down here. Our running back depth isn't great, but the guys that are down here have speed at least. So that's kind of where we're looking. One of our best players is our fullback, Alex Texa. So he's a 91 overall. Our receiver room is bad, but we don't really throw it to our receivers much. A lot of it goes to our backs and our tight ends, but still something that we need to really recruit this year. Tight ends are awfully bad too, but they're fast. So that's kind of where we are leaning there. Offensive line doesn't look terrible. Wish it could look a little bit better, right? But that's where we are right now. We need to really heavily recruit the offensive line as well. We're just struggling to find some good players in those positions specifically. So we also just need to get faster. So like Roby needs to have a really good off season, so we can get him up here with his 87 speed instead of having 71 speed guys there. 85 overall, Luke Paris, so he should be pretty good on the D-line. Our D-tackles are strong, especially Robinson. So senior heavy here. We need to get depth and youth there as well in recruiting. Our senior outside linebacker, Jackson Campbell, he should be pretty solid as well. Middle linebackers are slow. If we were usering more, we would probably be playing these two just because of their speed and agility stuff. Right outside linebacker, junior, he's a 77. He does have 83 speed, but it's not great. Our corners aren't fantastic, but we got pretty decent speed, especially to play in the American. We should be okay. And then our safeties are looking rather tough. This freshman might get some playing time. 91 speed, especially if we can't redshirt him. You know, we can't get that extra little boost of the off-season training. So that's kind of where we're sitting at with the roster. So it's not a great roster by any means, but we should be able to win games just with the way that we play. And in this game against UCF, we are 5 overall better. So we should be able to take care of business in the opener for the American. We are here in week 8. As you can see, things have not been going very well. The reason that we are kind of taking a break to pop in here is because we have some big recruits coming in this week. So remember when we said we should beat USF? Yeah, we didn't. And then we ended up beating UAB, and then we beat Air Force, which was great. And now we just lost to Charlotte, who is 4 overalls worse than us. So we are currently sitting 1-2 in the American, 10th in the conference. Rice, we have coming to town. They're 1-5. We need to win. I'm hesitant in jumping in because, well, we haven't already. So if we go Rice, Tulane, and Army, I just really need this visit to go well. So that's kind of where I'm sitting at here, jumping in there. And then looking at the rest of the records, we should be okay. So we're going to hop into this Rice game, and then hopefully we get some good recruiting news moving into next week.
Okay, ready?
All right, 17-17. Not really the look that we are going for with recruits in the stands, especially against a lower tier opponent like Rice, but that's where we're at. So we're gonna go take a deep shot. Is it gonna be pass interference? Let's go. Probably shouldn't have been, but that was a heck of an effort by our receiver to try to go get it and forcing them to call foul. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Texa. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to get 8 yards. So we're kind of in a position right now, too, that we want to run the clock down and really just win the game, because winning the game is going to be better than really trying to run up the score and lose the game, right? So, yeah, we just need to make sure that we are able to run down the clock a little bit. We should have taken it to the 2-minute warning, but we're going to give it to Texa. He's going to pick up the first down. Oh, and much more. That air truck, I think, messed up their angles. So that's going to get it to the 2-minute timeout. Toss it. We're only going to pick up 2. That's fine, though, because we're just going to continue to wind down this clock. Not a pretty win. It never really is with Navy and any of really the naval academies, and we just need to do better. Oh my Lord, how did we just get absolutely destroyed? We need the rocket toss. Where's the rocket toss? Okay, 3rd and 10. They use their first timeout. We're going to get a rocket toss out. Can we make a guy miss? We cannot. It's going to be 4th and 5. 40-yard field goal here to take the lead. It's going to go right down the middle, and it is going to be 20-17. We're going to hop in here on 4th down. Going to throw it up. We're going to get a pick. Can we return it? We cannot, but that's going to end the game. I'm actually going to hop in, and we're going to try
Navy will go back on the attack.
We're going to try to score.
Put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a two-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best.
Horvath. That was perfect, too.
On the set. Now on second down after the incompletion.
See if we can hit it this time. Perfect. We're just going to have to continue to work this down the field like this. We hit Texas.
Use the play fake. Now to throw.
We're going to get that out there again. It's just the same play over and over.
Range on outside the red zone. He's gonna pass. Looking for the score.
Touchdown, Navy. Again, we just did that because we have recruits, so we needed to try to score. Get this a little bit bigger of a win. A 10-point win opposed to a 3-point win. Looks a little bit better. Well, the fallout of that game and getting them on the visit is Page, Tennessee, Rossi, Virginia Tech. So we lost 2 of our 4 stars. So we are now able to go chase 3 more 4 stars. So it's very unfortunate, obviously. But in the other 4-star races, it looks like we are handily in the lead, and we're going to be able to bring them in, which is solid. But we need to continue to try to find some more 4 stars, and it's getting late in the year, right? So we're probably not going to be able to find very many of them that are not in their top 8 and stuff like that. So we'll get a more in-depth look into recruiting probably during the during National Signing Day, to be honest with you. All right. We are here at week 13. We are 6-3. So some crazy things have happened since the Rice game, in which we saw last. We beat Notre Dame the following week, who are 1-9, which is insane to me. Memphis, we ended up going there and beating them by 15. Then we had East Carolina at home, and we beat them pretty handedly by 24 points. So now, as you can see at the top, we're 5th in the American. We have number 12, Tulane, and we go there. So if we look at the conference standings, if they're going to load, Tulane is up in 3rd. If we win this game, we have a chance to play for the American Conference Championship again, just like we did last year. So this is a really big game. This is the second one that we're going to jump into out of 3 that I'm giving myself to jump into. So we're going to hop in here and see how it goes. All right, here we go. We gotta get in here. Cut it up. And we're going to fight into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy.
On the double. Getting late. Pressure building.
All right, here we go. 14-11. How they got 11, 0 idea. Did we get a safety? I don't know. But it's 14-11. We're gonna let the clock run down here. Just a little bit anyway. I got impatient. We gotta make somebody miss.
And the defense holds on that play.
All right, 46-yard field goal. I really should let the clock run, but oh, I think I pulled it. I did too. Oh my. All right, defense comes up huge.
Got it. And here comes the Navy offense. Okay, Justin, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down.
We gotta get out of there. Holy. I don't know why we didn't give it to the fullback, because I didn't hold A, and that's how you keep it with the quarterback. That's the one thing with some of these, like it's just an automatic give to the fullback, and some it's an automatic keep. So if you want to switch it, you have to hold A, and I don't know which one's which. We had 3 blockers out there to take care of him, and we couldn't get it done. All right, defense needs to make one more stop here. It's 4th and 2. It's just going to be it. Oh, no. Tackle, please. I don't really know how we could have played that differently, to be honest with you. So, all right. Now we're just playing for OT here, or a missed field goal, one of the two. And we got to make a tackle. Thank you.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. From the gun, looking for
Picked! User lurk! Let's go! We are here at Army Navy week. We are ranked number 17. We're 8-3. We are in 3rd in the conference, so it's looking like we will not be playing in the conference championship because of the USF loss earlier in the year. So I'll just show you really quick. Florida Atlantic, we didn't play, and then we lost to USF early in the year. So they have the tiebreaker, I believe. I'm pretty sure we lost to USF, right? Yeah. So they have the tiebreaker. It'll be interesting to see, though, if we win this game, because it's technically an American game. So I wonder if we go 7-2 if we jump them. But anyway, we'll hop into the Army-Navy game. We're obviously going to be repping the Jolly Rogers, and they are going to be repping the 101 Airborne. Oh, we're going to go back to tech. No, we're not.
Is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break out a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
so close to paying off the
All right.
He had it in his hand.
We got to read that corner. He's going to stay down. Our corner route wide open. Touchdown, Navy. 'We're going to hit our tight end. He's going to run away from their defender. Touchdown, Navy. (22-19), just coming up to 3 minutes left in the game. We need to stop. It's tipped at the line. 2nd and 10. Oh, to break a streak of 3 for Army against Navy. They're going to give it to Udo. He's going to pick up 4 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. That is the most Army-Navy play call of all time. 2nd and 10. Let's just get 4. Set ourselves up. We get home with the blitz. It's 4th and 12. And they're going to punt. This is an interesting call. They do have 3 timeouts, I suppose. So we need 3 first downs. 3 first downs, and we walk away with the victory.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. So we got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense.
We're going to get to the corner. That's the first down. We're going to put 2 clock on. It's going to be 2-minute timeout. Okay. Texas does a good job of getting us 8. We rocket toss. They want the QB power. All right. Rocket toss would be so good here. We're going to cut it up. We have the space. Do we score? We do. Touchdown, Navy. Ice the game, baby. That breaks the 3-game winning streak for Army against Navy. I just realized we didn't have our jerseys on. What the heck? All right, here on National Signing Day, I figured we'd pop in and give you an update. We lost the 4-star gem receiver to Auburn. They made a late push. And then we got locked out on Lynn being down out of their top 3. So, recruiting-wise, it looks like Notre Dame's going to come out of nowhere and take Whiting from us as well. And we're moving up the ranks here on Jason Page. This is kind of the first week that we really scouted him much, so we're probably going to be able to send a little bit more towards him. We should be able to get this athletic elusive back here as well. Even though we do lose the 4-star, we are going to be able to get Vanderdos. He's 91 speed. He's 6'5". I mean, this guy's huge. And then we get this possession guy as well. We should be able to. Okay, just kidding. Alabama really wants him, so we're just gonna take him off the board because we're not gonna get him. I thought we were handily in first. Vanderbilt's gonna come and take this elusive back. There's really nothing we can do about that one either. We should be able to get Irwin. Root, we should be sitting okay. It's not ideal. We're stuck on 10 points for him though right now because North Carolina clearly has more, so we need to get to the off-season recruiting space and quick because it's starting to get pretty scary for a majority of these players that we've been handily in front of for a very long time. So that's kind of an update. We only have 17 players. We need to definitely get more, but I've been pretty picky with trying to get gems and different things to develop this a little bit quicker. As we see here, we got the Liberty Bowl. We played TCU. I'm going to skip this bowl game as well. We're going to keep our staff. They're growing with us. So we are starting to get into the tactician a little bit with these two. They went from a D- prestige, both of them, I think, to C and a B, and they're both master motivators, which means that they get bigger XP whenever a player levels up. So during the off season, that's huge. So we're going to keep them around for a little bit, just to continue to work on our tree especially. So we're going to get into the transfer portal. Just a reminder, we cannot use the transfer portal, so we're going to continue to look for good high school athletes. All right, we're here at National Signing Day. So got some good news. We got the 4-star halfback. We don't know how good he is. He was one of those guys that we were third on his list for a very long time, and we only recruited him from like week 14, and we ended up getting him as a 4-star, so that's great. We got Thaddeus Beebe, a pass coverage linebacker, and that's a gem. We also got Sheriff, that's a gem at right end. We lost Hickson as a free safety hybrid. He was super fast, I think. 90 speed. He only had impact, so that's not a terrible miss. D-tackle had Star. Oh, we lost him to Boston College on the last day. Right tackle had Impact, so that's not that big of a loss. Right guard had Elite. Oh, no. Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts a lot. And then right end only had Impact. So, guys we lost out on, there's a couple, a Star and an Elite, that would have been really nice to have in the class, but ended up not. This guy only had normal. This guy only had normal. This guy had normal. He also had normal. So there was a few 2-stars that I tried to just get really cheap towards the end, but obviously ended up not working out all that well. So, which is understandable, right? So, just gonna go ahead and organize this quick. All right, so as you can see in the top right, we got 21 targets that we're trying to get. Donnie Shaw, Impact. That's tough. 92 speed though, so the speed is getting better. Acceleration is getting better. That's really what we're missing from our halfbacks right now, from just playing a little bit. And also he's from Minnesota, so normal for Page. Oh, no wonder nobody wanted to go after him. Then we have normal for Whiting too. It's not ideal. We need these guys to progress and progress quickly. This Henry Peacock, he's got Star, 3-star gem. We were able just to sneak away with him. As you see in the bar, he wasn't even his top 5 yet. And then we have this physical receiver, just has Impact. We have Impact on the D-tackle. We have Star on the agile. So he might be able to be a guard. He might be a center. You might even be able to move him on the D line as well. 90 strength, maybe a D-tackle guy. Scrambling, Iglesias. This guy is going to be he's going to be our guy. He is a scrambler archetype. He has Star development trait. He has 92 speed, 92 excel, 96 throw power. His accuracies are pretty solid. So he's probably going to be our quarterback of the future. Impact for a middle linebacker, BB. Impact for Khan. Impact for Sheriff. Star for Jennings, a 92 speed physical receiver. Normal. We're probably going to see a lot of normals. If we get impacts or stars or anything out of these guys, it's going to be really solid. Just because just like this guy, Star 91, because he wasn't a gem. So right. So, but we get a Star and a 91 physical, 6'5" receiver. He might drop down to a tight end, but he's only 189, so probably not. Normal. Impact on this deep threat receiver with 91 speed, and normal for right outside linebacker. That is a 2-star. So overall, not bad. Not bad at all. We will go and see where we're 41st. So we jumped like 50 spots at least from last time. We only brought in 20 total guys. So we are sitting pretty solid for the future of the program. Year 3, we are here in week 5. We are currently 1-1. We haven't really had many games, as you can tell. So we had 2 early bye weeks. We ended up losing to Maryland 26-21, and then we ended up beating Tulsa 38-7. So, not a terrible start. I'm kind of in a position where I don't know which games I'm going to jump into. This Air Force one is a rivalry game. I feel like we've been just kind of dominating them in the rivalry, but I'm unsure of what we want to do as far as that. But I did want to give you a check-in on recruiting. We can go after 5 4-stars because we are a 3-star program now. So remember, we can go up 1 star from what star we're in. So we we can go after 5 4-stars. The one thing to notice is these grades have gotten significantly better over the last 2 years. So that is nice. We have a 4-star gem, wide receiver, physical tendency. He's the 3rd top receiver, and he has 97 speed at 6'4", 208. So this is a guy that we really want to go get. Max Morick is right tackle. He will probably commit after this week. Raphael Hines is a right guard, 4-star. Cornerback, Ben Volos. He has 96 speed and 82 press. So he is also a guy that we are really looking to go get. And then we get this tight end that has 87 speed. He's 6'2", 233. So those are the 4-stars. And then we have Danny Youssef, another right tackle. He's a 3-star gem. We have Cardin, a left end, who is also a 3-star gem. And then we have Amani Aou. He's a right end power rusher, 3-star gem. We have Marquise Anger, who is an athlete power rusher as well. So he could probably either be a D end or a D tackle, and we need both. We need depth at both for sure. And that is all that we're really going after that is important. Now, these 4-stars aren't gems, right? But they are in positions of need, and they're really solid. 75 pass block, or 78 pass block, 75 run block. 75 run block here for him, and then we got 91 strength. Then not a gem, but 96 speed, 82 press with 78 man, 90 change of direction, and 67 tackle. That's relatively high for a corner. And then the tight end, I mean, just we need some more tight end depth and talent, really. I think we're playing with like a 71 overall tight end right now. All right, we're in here against Charlotte. They're 4-1, so felt like this was one of the teams that we needed to hop in and beat in the American. So we hopped in here. We are currently down 20-17 with 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter. So, I mean, that's kind of weird, just kind of where we're at here. So, if that's a better pitch, we'll probably score a touchdown. A great block on the outside. Oh, we couldn't quite juke inside of that guy. That probably would have been, I don't want to say a touchdown, because it probably wasn't a touchdown, but. All right, 3rd and 9 here. 6 minutes left. That play was going absolutely nowhere. We're going to have to settle for a field goal to tie up the game. Should be right down the middle. And it's going to be 20-20 here on the road. Defense gives up a huge touchdown play. So we are here needing to go down and score. What a catch on their superstar safety. That is a game-changing play, to be honest with you. We're going to hit our running back, 92 speed, trying to get to the corner. Can't quite get there, but we are set up in a really good position here to punch it into the end zone. And that's exactly what we do. Touchdown, Navy. Since the defense gave up a huge play last possession, I'm going to hop in here on this defensive possession to hopefully keep from that happening again. But we give up a bunch on the first play, so hopefully it's not a it's not foreshadowing for the rest of this drive. As 2 minutes is coming up here. That's a big dude. Is that their tight end? Alright, that's going to bring us to the 2-minute timeout, I believe. Unless they get this other snap off, which they're going to. They're just going to check down, run up bounds for by 2 or 3 yards. Act like we're bringing some pressure, then dropped into this. Get there. Throw out to the flat. It's going to be 3rd and 1. They're going to have their tight end on a corner route. We're just going to have to tackle him out of bounds. We're going to have to start using our timeouts, I think. See how they want to play it, if they're going to run off the clock or not.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they use this half.
See if the defense can come up with a stop here. They're going to run again, and they're going to get the end zone.
First down for this offense.
All right, we'll see what the freshman is made of here. With a chance of our Texas route couldn't get out, which is insane.
Really nice job by the defense, especially.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. A strong wrap up from the junior. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass.
We have the seam shot. That's a really good throw by the true freshman. We're going to keep them. I don't like that. I was gonna keep them honest with a run, but our fullback's back there. That's good. Oh, thank God. Thankfully, that's knocked down because it probably was an interception, to be quite honest with you. What a diving catch by our tight ends. Our guys are playing well. I mean, we're super young, so I made a mistake. I just call timeout. Regroup a little bit. If we can stay up, Hodges should be. He gets bumped. That's going to be a pick 6. Iglesias tracks him down. We're going to end up losing to Charlotte. Last thing that we saw was we lost to number 18 Charlotte on the road, and then we got throttled by Notre Dame after that, after losing to Temple as well. So we are kind of in shambles right now. This was kind of a bridge year, and we're finally getting speed on the field, and you could tell that in the Charlotte game. So we're going to hop in on 19 UAB, and hopefully we can catch fire down the stretch. All right, we're here in the Army-Navy game, picking it up in the 4th quarter. We are in position to score here to really kind of put this one away, it feels like. So no matter what type of bad year you have, as long as you beat Army, you feel pretty good. And really not able to move the ball much, though, which is kind of frustrating. We're going to try to get Hodges here. He's our fastest running back. Get him to the corner, and we get there. Touchdown, Navy.
Short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4 down this field goal try to make it a 3-score game late.
Field goal's up and it's good. Continue to add some points here. We're gonna hop in on defense to end this game. It is 27-9 with just under 50 seconds left. We're gonna get home and sack them. That's gonna be the ball game. All right, we haven't really done this prior, but we're gonna look at the stats. We had a true freshman starting at quarterback over the senior Woodson. I just felt like him sitting behind Woodson really wouldn't do him any good, and he ended up being a higher overall than Woodson at the end of the year anyway. So completion percentage not great, only 47%, 10 TDs to 8 interceptions, and just under 1,400 yards. So not great throwing stats, right? But we run the option, so let's see how well he ran the ball. 120 for 285, not great, 4 touchdowns. But Donnie Shaw was our leading back. I personally like Hodges better, but he's graduating. So we need to definitely get more speed on the field. Receiving wise, we're not going to have anybody really go crazy just because it's kind of how it is. Tackling, 69 tackles was the leading tackler who was a true freshman. Realistically, we just shortened the game so much. There's not a whole lot of tackling that needs to happen. So, and we don't really play a whole lot of defense, so I'm not going to focus a lot of time on anything else. But I really wanted to look at our quarterback as a freshman and continue to monitor how well he plays. National Signing Day here. After 2026, I believe. As you can see here, we got 32 total prospects. We got 5 4-stars. So we will we'll go through and look at the developmental traits. We got quite a few gems in this class, which is good. We're going to continue to build this program. Obviously, into what we want to be a powerhouse this past year was not very good for us. Record-wise, I think we finished like 4-9 or something crazy like that. So we didn't even make a bowl game. So it's a interesting process right now. So without further ado, let's look at these development traits. So star for Frank Hyde, a receiver, 97 speed. He was physical. He's 6'4", 208. So his release, too, is pretty good at 83. He has good strength. Catching traffic is high, so this guy is going to be an absolute stud, I think. So 40th player nationally, 3rd as a receiver and as a 4-star. That seems pretty good. And then we got Raphael Hines, also a star, not a gem or anything, but he is a star development trait, which is great. Valos, 96 speed, but he's only a normal dev trait, so we'll see how he progresses. Right tackle, Morig is a star development as well, and then tight end is star. So we went star, normal, star for our 4-star prospects. That is what we need to continue to build this program. We have Danny Youssef, a right tackle. He has impact. He was a 3-star gem. Iwa is a star right end. He's also, as you can see, a gem. Impact for Cardin, star for Anger, who is a power rusher. Smalls was a receiver, 90 speed, physical, so he's not quite as fast. His release isn't quite as good as the 4-star, but he's going to be a productive player on our team as well. He might even get moved to tight end, to be honest. Wozansky is an agile athlete, star for Butler, who's a halfback, receiving back. Impact for our center, star for Tobias France. He's 90 speed. Not great, but he'll be all right. He'll progress pretty well. Athletic scrambler, we have an elite Josh Mevis. He's only 89 speed. The only reason I signed him is he's going to go play somewhere else. 89 speed's not, and 88 throw power is not going to be our... Those are not going to be our starting quarterback. We got to get him to play somewhere else. As an elite he should develop somewhere else too. Bradley, another elusive back. He has 91 speed. He has impact. Elite for this physical receiver with 92 speed. Release isn't great, but Weinstein, 6'4", 207. Again, maybe another tight end look. Ibonajay, I butchered that. I know it's only impact. He looked super good, though, I thought. 91 strength. So he might be going to D-tackle. I think that's kind of where I wanted him to go. Wimbley, now we're in the non-stars, so we'll see. We have impact, we have normal, impact, normal, impact, normal for the for this guy. So pretty solid with development traits for sure. We'll see where we ended. So we were first in the American, and we were 28th nationally. That is by far the highest we've been. Army only got 12 commits, which is kind of crazy. So we got 32. We got 28th in the nation. We got a bunch of stars and elites. We got 2 elites, a handful of stars, and a handful of impacts as well. So overall, really, really good class. We are here looking at our team prior to the 2027 season. We are an 83 overall, 82 offense, 84 defense. We're going to just go through and just show you the roster a little bit, just since we're getting more of our players in and we're getting the players that we want, the type of players we want, the speed aspect, the strength aspect, that different type of stuff. So our sophomore quarterback, Lee Iglesias, okay? He is an 81 overall. He took a pretty big jump over the offseason. And if we look at him, he's a star, so he's going to continue to progress well. And his caps, I mean, he barely has any caps, so he's going to continue to get better. His throw power is already 99. His elusiveness is pretty solid. His accuracies is the one thing that I want to see grow, and it's going to. His health is pretty low, honestly, so I'd like to see that. And then 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 95 stamina. That is super good. So he's looking pretty good. He's going to be the future for the next 3 years here at Navy. Looking at our running back room, we have Sanders, who's a junior. He's 92 speed. He's pretty good. He only has impact, though. And look at these skill gaps. I mean, there's a lot of skill gaps. So he's not going to get any faster, any quicker. Stamina is not going to get any better because he's at the skill cap. However, his agility is 99. His change of direction is 99. His juke is 87. So he's pretty solid, to be honest with you. And then Ort, just because of the 85 speed, we're going to jump him and we're going to use Donnie Shaw more. And he's a power back, but he has 92 speed. So he looks pretty solid, and look at all those physical traits. He has 4 gold ones, and he is an impact as well. So he's not going to really grow as much, but like his quickness isn't going to get any better, but his power is going to, because he's a power back, right? So and the IQ, it's going to drive his overall up as well. Fullback, we just got a bunch of juniors that were running backs that are somewhat fast for a fullback, but we didn't want them in the running back room, realistically. So Kevin Long, he is our superstar. He's an 82, 95 speed. We have Jennings, who we brought in last year. He is now a sophomore. He has star development, and he's pretty much capped out, though. So he's not going to get a whole lot better. Then we have Khan, who is an impact player. He's pretty capped out as well, but he has 94 speed. Then we brought in Hyde, who is 97 speed. He's a freshman. He is a star development trait. So if we were able to redshirt, I would redshirt him. Then we have Becker, 98 speed. He's an impact player. He's a junior already. So it's just one of those things. And then we have these guys down here that I'm pretty sure we're just normal. I lied. Greg Smalls is a star. So that's a pretty big development, actually. Weinstein was elite. I forgot about him, and look at these. These skill caps are not even close to being filled. So, yeah, our receiver room is going to be good for a long time. Looking at Jeremy Irwin, impact player, he'll be okay. Hubbard is the freshman. He has star development, so he's going to turn into be an absolute beast. He has 87 speed, which is pretty solid for a tight end. Left tackle, we didn't get anything really big on the offensive line as far as just upgrades, right? But as you can see, our freshman, so he's a 76 to start. He's a 76 to start, and he's starting at right guard, 67, but he'll be okay. And then a 76 to start for Yusuf. And so we have some good young offensive linemen to play. 90 speed on this left end. I can't remember what his development trait. Unfortunately, it's normal, but he'll be okay with just the speed aspect of things. Then we have Iwa, and he was a star development here, so he's going to be pretty solid with 82 speed. Anger, I think he had impact. Nope, he had star too. So we have some young players that have really good development traits, and then we have a whole host of D tackles that are freshmen. Left outside linebacker, who is a freshman with 87 speed, who's going to be starting, Maurice Ragnow. He only has normal development, so we'll see how long he starts. I can't remember what Uju Mudia had. He had impact, so maybe he jumps him going into next year. And then Radley is also a freshman, and he has impact as well. So we'll see how those guys develop. Our middle linebacker room is pretty set in stone, to be honest. It's going to be BB and Maevi. Hopefully, yeah, he has impact, and then BB is star, I think. He is only impact as well, so not the greatest, but we'll be all right. And then we have these two down here. We're not going to click through them all. 96 speed here for Valos. He was our 4-star, I believe. He only is normal, which is kind of a bummer. But we're getting speed into this room, which is what we're looking for. Then we have 2 juniors. So our safeties are really what we're going to have to look at recruiting in this year's class. So that's kind of just an update with where the roster is. So not great, but not terrible either. We have some big recruits coming in defensively here in this game. So we're trying to finish this off. And we're going to get a pick, which is huge because we have a deal breaker with a 4-star middle linebacker that has interceptions being a big issue with us right now. So that is huge for us to be able to get that taken care of and to get him in. He had 91 speed. We're also recruiting another one that has 92 speed. So we need to ensure that we are doing what we can to get both of them in on our recruiting class. We're going to go ahead and just give it to our fullback. He's going to get us 5 yards. That's going to get us to the 2-minute warning, or 2-minute timeout. Be nice to get it into the end zone and get actually another possession so we can get another score too. Instead, we're not going to at all. Maybe I should kick the field goal here. I'm going to go ahead, call a timeout, kick the field goal instead, because that's going to get us 11-point game, and then we just got to score another touchdown for a blowout win. But the more points you win by, the better for the recruit. So that's kind of where we're sitting at right now, and our defense gives up a touchdown anyway. So hopefully we can just recover this. And we do, which is going to end the game. Or at least it should. Instead, we need to run more plays because they had all their timeouts left.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
Can't get our speed out there. They're going to end up calling a timeout.
It came down to the final
And we end up pulling it out. And it worked. We jumped Virginia Tech, so we got both of the guys that we were looking to get last week at the game. As you can see, Huma is still playing styles super low, so we need to find a way to get more interceptions. We jumped into this Tulane game. It was a road game. We're evenly matched, so I figured why not go ahead and hop into this one and see if we can get a win against a ranked opponent. It also puts us in a pretty solid spot in the conference, to be honest. At 2-5, you'd think we'd be completely out of it, but we're not. So we're gonna see if we can pull up the offset, but with that, there's no way we're gonna be able to do that. Good Lord. Somebody else there.
put them in position to pick up a first down. Navy quick to the line. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on third. Out of the backfield, he's open.
All right, we just got to continue to work it down the field. I want to score, obviously, but I also don't want to leave them with a whole lot of time either, if at all possible. Oh, that's a pick. I didn't even see that guy in the wave, man. That's tough. Completely didn't see him in the wave. All right, we got to keep him out of the end zone.
Not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page. And they work right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is...
I'm going to let him go down to the 2-minute warning, or 2-minute timeout. God, that's so annoying. Literally blended right in with the wave. And assume they're just going to run it. I'm not going to guess run, though, because in the case that they do pass it. Which they end up going to the air. We pick it. Let's go. That's huge. That is huge.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game for you. Nice job by the defense.
Wide open to cover 2.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
Iglesias, man, supposed to be our best player, and he's just not, just not it right now.
And if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming.
Shaw drops it. Oh my goodness. Just brutal. Just catch it, please. Thank you.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down.
Shaw, are we going to catch this one? We're not even going to throw it to him.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Fires to the right.
Tough throw, tough catch.
How nice is it as a defense when you got a corner that can play on an island and he is dominant as this guy has been all game long. You saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and moving it.
Oh, this is so frustrating.
I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision making has been good enough to win this game. He's thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it.
Literally just can't make the simplest throw, man. That's probably going to do it.
That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Desperately wanted to
That's
keep the
insane,
ball,
man.
and they did not.
Just Iglesias is just not good enough for us right now.
The handoff to John
just not good enough for us. Sophomore though, so we got some time, but it's a frustrating way to lose.
Down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
Do you think they punted to us? They sure don't, and it looks to be a pretty good one too. Out at 11. Are they going to come up and press
Kick them
us?
deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
Okay.
That is just a sideline play.
All right.
Toe drag, everything you want. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going up top here late in the game.
No, he caught it. Oh, he caught it, but it's in bounds. Can we get up there and spike it in time? We're not going to get a playoff, man. Oh. All right, we are here in the Army-Navy game. We are up 10-7 right now with just over 3 minutes left. It is an absolute, just snow-filled, just classic Army-Navy game right now.
He'll pull it on the read.
We get stopped. Just don't understand. We were up 10-0 after the first quarter. We just haven't been able to get anything else going here. Offensively, defensively, we've obviously been strong. That's going to get us down to the 2-minute timeout. Maybe at 0 runoff time. That's crazy. And throw it out to a little hitch. Now we're at the 2-minute timeout. Obviously 4-down territory for them. They do have all 3 timeouts. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. We're going to get home, 4th and 7. Looks like they are going to go for it. And we're going to get to him and force a throwaway. I'm actually going to hop in here because otherwise we're going to get stuck without running the clock. So, an outside pitch goes really nowhere. So, obviously struggling to run the ball, struggling to move the ball just in general. All right, let's see how the counter option works. We can't make a guy miss. We are. We're gonna go for it here. We're just gonna get in the end zone to rub it in a little bit. Touchdown, Navy. We're all over that screen pass. That's going to be a turnover on down. That's going to end the game. Another year where we don't play really well. We don't have a really good season. We end up 5-7, 5-4 in the American Conference. But this was a bridge year. Last year and this year is a bridge year. Now we got some guys that are going to be here for a while that we've developed. So next year we should be pretty solid. We're here National Championship Week. We got Oregon versus Clemson. What we're going to do is we're going to look at our season stats. just under 1,800 yards for Iglesias through the air, 13 TDs to 8 interceptions. So he threw for almost 500 more yards this year. Threw for 3 more touchdowns and 2 less picks. So we're trending in the right direction with him. Rushing wise, we just need to be better. I know Shaw was hurt for a majority of the year, but I mean we just need to be better all around, really. Receiving's never going to be very good. Tackling wise, only 61 tackles to lead the team, which is crazy. He had 13 against Army, so I don't know where it's not really making a whole lot of sense. Sack wise, 12.5 for Hendershot. That is insane. Interceptions wise, 4 for Gideon, 3 for Henningsen. Ferris had 2 as well, so a couple juniors and a sophomore there. So all in all, not a great statistical year. Like I mentioned before, we ended up as 5-7, losing to Oklahoma State to start UTSA. We squeaked out a win against Temple. We lost to Air Force, then number 8 USF, which is kind of crazy. We lost by 3. We beat Tulsa, lost to Notre Dame, lost to Tulane, beat Rice, lost Florida Atlantic, who is like 3-4 overalls worse than us. Then we ended with 2 wins. Here at National Signing Day, after the transfer portal and all that stuff got done, remember we can't use the portal, so we just go for high school guys. There are some high school guys that are like, they say that it's a transfer, but you can do it in prospect list. It's not through the transfer portal. So I've been recruiting some of them, but honestly I try to stay away from them just because I want my guys to be freshmen. So that way we have them for 4 years and so on and so forth. So first one, we have our 4 stars, Bill Huma. He's a pass coverage guy with 92 speed. He has star development. He doesn't have any physical abilities, but he has mental abilities, which is good. Tracy Talib is our 4-star cornerback. He has elite dev, so star and elite to start. He had 95 speed. He has 78 man coverage, so we should be pretty solid with him in our secondary. We had a pass coverage left outside linebacker, Nick Wenning. He has elite dev. He has 90 speed. Then we have Toyololo, who is a 91 speed pass coverage. He only has impact, but 91 speed. And then paired with him with 92 is going to be very scary in a few years. Then we had Randy Isaacs, elusive back, 94 speed, 92 excel. He only has normal dev, which is kind of disappointing. And then as you're going to see, we have a bunch of 3 stars. That's really what we're going for now moving forward, since we do have some guys that we feel very comfortable with in our program, that we just want stars, guys that are going to develop quicker and be pretty solid when they come out. So free safety, run support guy. He has 85 speed. He has impact. We have Addison Rich, who's a power rusher. He has elite dev. Tight end, who's only a possession guy, but he was a gem. I kind of messed up by recruiting him, to be honest with you. Edmonds, a right guard. He has impact. Right outside linebacker, Wembley, impact. Peterson, impact for a fullback. Star, Bickley, right guard, has star development with 94 strength as an agile guy. So this is one of those JUCOs that come in from the class. It's not a transfer or anything like that. We have a physical receiver with 91 speed. In Te Amo, so he only has impact right guard best impact. Star for our elusive back, Himmelman. He has 91 speed. His acceleration's not great. This guy might be a fullback in the making, fast fullback. Just his acceleration just not great. A physical receiver with 91 speed, 6'1", 212. He has star development, impact for wear, normal for roam, and we're gonna get into non-star gem guys. So if we get anything but normal, we'd be pretty happy. We did sign a 2-star center on accident, but he was a gem. I thought he was a 3-star, so he's a gem. He had impact. We have a punter with star development with already 93 kick power, and then we also got a kicker with 93 kick power as well. So that is the class. Let's see where we go ahead and rank this year. So we're first in the American again. We got like 7 less players than we did last year, and we're still top 30. So we are recruiting well. We're getting some pretty solid development traits as well. So hopefully we can start to see the trend of those development traits getting higher overalls, which then turn into wins. So we are here at our roster to start 2028. We now have Iglesias, who is a junior. He's up to an 85. He has 96 speed, 92 excel. His throw power is 99. His short accuracy is there. I mean, his accuracies is really where we struggle, and he just doesn't progress there, and he hasn't hit his cap yet. So it's kind of frustrating that he's not developing in this area, especially when we need him to develop there. But as you can see, we're at an 86 overall, 86 offense, 87 defense. So in the American, we should be one of the top teams this year, and especially next year as we continue to build here. As you can see here, we're building speed all in the 90s. So that should be super fun. We need depth here. These guys get a lot of carries, so they get dinged up pretty quickly. So having good speed depth is important. Fullback, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think we're going to stick with the 2 seniors and let Peterson kind of develop, and hopefully he can get his speed up a little bit. Just kidding, his quickness is capped, so that's probably not going to happen. What I'm going to end up doing, I think, is getting power backs for our fullback, I think, is what I'm going to end up doing. Our receiver room is super young outside of Becker, who is our fastest guy, but he's so far down the depth chart, I don't think he's going to really see the field, maybe as like a returner. But 380s now in this room, all 92 and above. We have 94 in con as well, so receiver room's looking good. We don't really use a whole lot of receivers, to be honest with you, but I just like recruiting them just in case. Tight ends, pretty much the same group as last time. We do have Medovich, but I mean, obviously he's super raw right now. Tackles, our O-line is looking super solid, all in the 80s and above, so that's good. We have Roby, who's a 90 overall. At a left end, we have a bunch of depth here at left end, which is good, but we have 4 seniors. The only, I guess, light at the end of the tunnel is Anger is a sophomore. We have 2 freshmen down here that are pretty solid as well. Right end, again, top heavy. Hendershot, he's not even the best guy in his position right now, but he led the team in sacks last year, so we're really going to have to find a way to get all these guys on the field at once, and I just don't really know how we're going to end up doing that. It'll be interesting to say the least. D tackles, we're still pretty young, but we're getting better there too. Left outside linebacker, Wenning is going to come in as a freshman. He is an elite dev, and he's already the top of the left outside linebacker with 90 speed. Villa jumped BB as the best linebacker in the group, but BB is the fastest still. Huma is a freshman that we brought in. He's star dev, so he's going to get up here as well to fight for time, especially next year after a good summer. Then we have a 86 and 85 right outside linebacker. But again, that freshman has 90 speed, so we might not mess with that. Ferris is only still in here. I almost made him transfer because of the 88 speed, but he's an 84 overall. So he's the last one that's going to be in the 80s for speed in our cornerback room. Then we have an 82 overall senior free safety, but I think I'm going to move Vanderdoos and or Gideon over there because they're both 82 overalls, and they're just faster. So kicking situation is interesting. I wanted to cut our seniors, but we can't. But we got a freshman kicker who has 93 kick power. We got a freshman punter who has 93 kick power. So those two are actually going to do the kicking this year, not those seniors. So that is the look. As you can see, we have 4 90s and a couple more high 80s. And 3 of those 4 90s are ends, DNs, but they're also seniors. So our draft ability should go up. All right, we hopped in here against 24 Notre Dame. 4-2, they're 4-3. So this is kind of we got a big recruit too. That's really the main reason why I jumped into it, was because of the recruit. And oh my God, that should have been intercepted, but it turns into a touchdown. Oh my Lord. Defense out on the field here, 4th and 14. They're down 14 right now. They feel the need, they gotta go for it. They're gonna pick it up. Another 4th and long. Let's see if we can get off the field this time. And nope, they're gonna have a deep drag to the same guy, and he's gonna pick up another first down. So they end up getting into the end zone. 3 minutes left. I just threw a pick 6. Well, that was just unfortunate. I pitched it. Okay. Well, we just need to get into field goal range. I really need to put on shoot clock, though. Oh my, what an individual effort. We're going to let it get to the 2-minute timeout. 38-38. We've had 2 huge turnovers in this game. None bigger than that pick 6 that I just threw. It's
the clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play.
Just unfortunate.
On the set. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on 1st down.
That's a great ball. It's a great catch.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Okay. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Moves.
All right, we're in field goal range. We're just gonna hand it off, milk this clock a little bit. And if it comes down to it, we just kick the field goal. So, wow, this looks like it should be wide open. Get this first down, then they got to call timeout probably, right?
The give to the fullback.
Yeah, there's the first timeout.
Every single play, down in, down out. You get those situations, you get the ball, and we're going with Jordan for all this.
Well, that play didn't work. So let's not go back to that. Good lord.
The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. Fullback's got it.
He's going to pick up the first down. They're going to use their last timeout, and that is going to pretty much do it.
They'll go to the ground.
That play is super productive.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's leave some clock and put...
We're going to run it. We probably should have went down and ran one more play, but we have 28 seconds, no timeouts left.
Everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got it.
We're just going to try to play deep here.
Looking to go up top on first
Sure,
down.
nothing beats us deep.
Here's to the middle.
That's fine. Let them catch it. They got to go down and score a touchdown, so
But not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. He'll spike
they're going to spike it with 19 seconds left.
second he can. No time to waste here. They've got to
And
get
drop
something
everybody deep again.
Looking to throw on second down. Escapes the sack.
Oh, we almost got home.
That's just a flat.
Almost got home. I'm going to dial it up a little bit here. I'm not going to press because I don't want him to beat us over the top, but we're going to dial it up. He's just going to throw it away. It's going to be 4th and 10. All right, we're going to go back to... We're going to go back to zone look here. They're going to throw it at our corner. He's going to pick it off, and that's going to be a win against a ranked opponent. All right, we're here, Army-Navy game. We're under 2 minutes here. We're up 5. They're marching right now. Don't know how I missed that. Pick 6 would have ended it. Instead, they're still threatening. We get a tackle for loss. The clock is going to continue to run. We need to get home with this pressure. And we do. 4th and 12 upcoming here for the Army Knights. They're going to find the end zone. What the heck, man? The other thing that we have to contend with is we don't have Iglesias. I have no idea what happened to him. So we got to make this drive with Peacock. So we'll see how that pans out. Going to throw it up. He's going to back shoulder throw, and that's going to be caught. We only need a field goal to win the game. So we're going to play it smart here. They have one more timeout. We're going to keep it in the middle of the field so nothing crazy happens on a field goal kick.
Gets it down to the 4. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one and a half. If they can pull off this third and goal, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline.
And we're just going to sit here for 34 seconds. For the freshman to come in and kick the game-winning field goal against Army. Hard-fought game, like usual, for this. No matter what the records are, it's always just an absolute dogfight. So it's what makes this rebuild fun, especially after the weekend after the actual game. So there's 6 seconds left and we take the lead. Here we are at the end of the year. Iglesias, 1440, 10 TDs, 5 interceptions. He got hurt late in the year, so if you add these to it, right, he gets over 2,000 yards, 17 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, if everything stayed the same, right? Not great. Again, just a 1 over 550. We need to get more. But we just run with so many different people. Receiving, nothing is going to happen. Defense up to 76 and 74. The 2 middle linebackers were the guys. 19.5 sacks for Artie Roby. Holy Lord. And then 10.5 for Hendershot. That's insane. 19.5. After our successful 9-4 year, we finished ranked 18th in the nation. This is our recruiting class coming in. Hopefully, this class really doesn't matter a whole lot. And why I say that is because hopefully we just finish the business this year, right? This is kind of what we've been building towards. And if we got to restart, we're building from pretty much the bottom of the barrel. So we'll look at our 4 stars. We only got 3 of them. We lost like 3 or 4 battles to 4 stars. Like, we lost them late. Hayden Tillman, star development left tackle. He's going to be really good. He's going to be a pillar here. Right outside linebacker, run stopper. He only had impact as a gem, which is a bummer. Kyle Floyd, an athlete. He's an agile type. We'll see where he plays. He has 90 strength. He might be a D tackle, but he only has normal development. Athletic, elusive back with 91 speed. Impact only. Star for our corner, Addington. He had 95 speed, 73 man, to start. So he's going to be super good for us. Joshua Cush, receiving back, impact. Star, receiving back in Keyshawn Coates. Only 89 speed, though, so that's really worrisome for me. But we'll see where that lands us. We only have impact for Dwayne Hodges, who is a scrambler with only 85 speed. We're going to really try to look to move him elsewhere. Star for Kanandi. We just got this guy. As you can see, we were just inside his top 5. He has 92 speed. So that's a really good late find for us. Paris Talbot, he's possession. I'm assuming he's a tight end. He has star development. Archibald, he's an athlete, scrambler. He was a gem. The only reason why we went for him, he has 80 speed. He's probably going to be an outside linebacker, to be quite honest with you. Another running back here in the class, only an impact. He does have 90 speed, though. Balaj is scrambler. He only has 84 speed. Again, he's probably going to get flexed out to somewhere else if he can play there. And then we are just going to run through these. Power back with 88 speed, so not great, only impact. Wanago is a strong safety, only impact. As you can see, we're going to have a bunch of normals. We do have an impact here in Tyler Loud, who is a 2-star gem, agile with 88 strength, 72 speed. So he might be a good D-end here eventually for us. And then we got 2 other 2-stars who were both right ends, both power rushers, but normal development. So not great on the developments this year. Again, realistically, hopefully we don't need their development to be good, just solely because we win the championship this year. As you can see, we had the 30th ranked, one behind East Carolina, who has only brought in 15 players, but they got 9 4-stars, which catapulted them above us. And if you look in the American right now, we have 4 ranked teams, which is kind of insane if you really think about it. we're going to take a look at this year's roster. And you can see we found a couple pretty solid freshman quarterbacks. It will really depend on who progresses better. I like the 91 speed. However, the 86 speed has higher agility, acceleration, change of direction, and stuff like that. And much higher throw power. And his accuracies are already rivaling Iglesias. So, yeah, he might be better even though he's slightly slower. But again, we'll just have to see who develops faster. We're going to take a look at Iglesias, see if he did any work on his accuracies. Not a whole lot, which is disappointing. Like, this is his biggest issue, is his accuracies, and he's just not working on them. Hence why he's only an 85 overall as a senior with star developed trait. So, kind of disappointing. I'm going to just check. No, not Iglesias. I'm going to check these two just in case we need it. Remember, this episode, or this is done when we win a national championship with Navy. Both of them are normal development traits, which isn't ideal. But the reason I say if is because we are kind of in a position right now as a program where we can win it, right? So that's kind of the goal for the year, is we just go in, we take care of business with Iglesias, and that's where the process ends. We got a lot of good depth. Our team speed is crazy, especially when you look in like the linebacker areas. Like, it's, and our corners. I mean, to leave at a 99 overall or 99 speed, even though our free safeties are not as good, the 93 speed, that's going to make up for a lot of issues. So we have 293 speed safeties as well. All right, we are hopping in here to our first game of hopping in this year. As you can see, we're 5-2. We're ranked number 16. We're at home against East Carolina. We're 7-1, ranked number 8 in the nation. We pick up at 2 minutes left here. It was kind of a blowout, which is why I didn't cut in a little sooner. But they made it awfully close. So we just need to get 2 more first downs, and this game is over. Running backs are banged up right now. I mean, they just take a beating all the time. It's insane.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Really nice stop there for this senior leader.
All right, we need to find a way to get another first down here. All right, we'll see if we can get it with the option. Our option has been terrible today.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field. And
we're going to go to win this thing.
on third down. They've converted every time on fourth down. 3 for 3 so far.
We're going to let the clock run down, though. I don't want to give them any more time.
Quarterback changing the original play call. A little too anxious.
Okay, well, I guess we're going to punt now, which is very frustrating.
And the coach will take the penalty. Navy will have to punt it away. Right there.
Now we turn it over to our defense to come up with a stop. They do need a touchdown, which makes it a little bit better of options for us. Oh, okay, they're going to get a big gain there. Our corners are pretty high rated, so we should be okay, but we also need to get pressure. Just rally and tackle. They have no timeouts left. It's going to stop when they get first downs. Our D-line needs to get some pressure here. And he's going to force it. We baited him into that by getting up on the line, and that is going to be the game. What a big home win for the Navy Midshipmen. All right, we're hopping in here in a game that we are on the road at Tulane, who is also a ranked opponent. They are down 2 right now, and they're definitely in field goal position with just over 3 minutes left to go. Their quarterback's going to take off. Oh, I thought he was going to fumble. We're going to bring some pressure here. We've just been more successful when we bring pressure, when we jump into these situations. Safety in a tough spot there. He had to come up hard to a little drag route, which is tough. So another short route there. We'll see how they kind of want to handle this. Quarterback's going to try to take off. He's going to slide down at the 3-yard line. He really didn't trust anything that was happening there, huh? Our pressure is going to get home. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal. It's good to see that the computer teams also don't really do clock management very well. You should probably start sitting on that route. They throw that a lot. It's going to be 3rd and goal. It's going to be illegal touching anyway. It's going to be a touchdown, Tulane. Throw a little corner out. Comes down with it. Just gonna have to run with him. It's not ideal, but get out of bounds, stop the clock. Not gonna lie to you, I had no idea what those routes were. Tight end comes down with a huge catch. Okay, he was in bounds. Good. All right, I'm gonna put chew clock on.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long.
We're just really gonna shorten this game.
So tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions.
So if we don't get in, we lose, right? So that's just kind of where we're at. We're going to run him over into the end zone. I thought about going down at the 1 so we could run a couple more plays and we could run fullback dives for a touchdown, but 50 seconds. They do have all 3 timeouts. They do just need a field goal, as we went for 2 and we did not complete it. great job by our defenders. Really wish we could have got some pressure with just bringing 4, but we were not able to. But they did have to burn one of their timeouts.
Fire on second down. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to
Quarterback's going to get out and run.
delivers the contact.
He's going to get into field goal range already. We'll see how they attack this now. Okay, we're just going to let them score.
Got to move quickly here. Still a chance.
We had to let them score because we would have, they would have just ran the clock down and kicked a field goal to win anyway. So
Play fake on first down. Here's
we're going to give Hyde a chance. He beats him deep. We're going to call a timeout.
timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And that receiver had nobody around. That's got to be embarrassing.
Man, we really needed him to score there.
Comes out throwing on first down.
A back shoulder throw and he drops it. Oh, that was a perfect throw for that situation, too. 11 seconds left. We do got 2 timeouts. So time really not a factor right now.
Timing by that defender.
I'm going to step up, slide. We're going to call timeout.
Before sliding to avoid the hit. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone.
All right, looks like they're pressed. So our corner should be open. Get it to him early. Touchdown, Navy. 4 seconds left. We take the lead on the road.
Man, what a great
Just,
job by the defense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart.
Just so we can kind of control what happens, I'm going to hop in here. And we're not going to get the 2-point conversion again.
Short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
We're going to squib it. Make sure one of their front guys gets it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands take the squibber inside the
Andy runs out all the time. Navy comes up with a huge road win at Tulane, 26-25. What a crazy fourth quarter. All right, we are here at the Army-Navy game. We have been in pretty much control this entire game, but per usual, the computer clock management is really making it difficult to close this game. So they are within 8, so we hopped in here. It was like 30, well, I think it was like 34 to 10 at one point. So they've scored 16 unanswered points, and we haven't ran like anything off the clock. So we just got to get a stop here to not give them any hope in coming back on this. As you can see, we are having a great year, which is kind of what we were kind of sitting on, right? And banking on, really, because this is our first like big recruiting class that we felt really good about. We had a bunch of good development traits within the recruiting class. So we felt like, okay, a bad throw just bails them out like that. That's crazy. So we felt like it was going to be a pretty solid team once we got here. And as you can see, we're 9-2. We did make the American Championship game. We take on Tulsa, who is also ranked in the top 10. So the American is being represented quite well and is growing quite well in this alternate universe. As they try to throw a screen, it's going to be 3rd and 3. There's a minute 8 left. Again, like I said, if I was in the game sooner, this game is already over. Just because we would have managed the clock a lot better. They're going to find a guy really late. And you know that this is insane because Army doesn't throw for 400 yards. especially if they are 1-10. They're not throwing for this many yards. So they're knocking on the door yet again. We brought some pressure to bring down their quarterback. 44 seconds. They have one timeout left. It's 3rd and goal. Running with this. He's just going to throw it away. So it comes down to this. 4th and goal. They either score and tie the game up, or we get a stop and we win the game. We're going to bring some pressure here. They're going to throw the corner, and we're going to knock it away. That is going to be ball game.
You know what's great about rivalry games?
As I always say, it's never a dull game, Army-Navy, no matter what the records are. We're here in Conference Championship Week. We're going to hop in the game against Tulsa. As you see down here, my contract was extended. I signed a 5-year extension. Hopefully we don't need to get into that 5 years, and we just take care of business this year. I also just want to apologize for my voice. In between some of the recordings, I ended up coming down with a little bit of a cold, so if I'm nasally or I sound congested, it's because I am. So I apologize for that. It's probably pretty noticeable from the Tulane game until obviously through this recording. So I just wanted to make sure I apologize for that, and we're going to hop into the conference championship game. All right, we are hopping in here in the championship game. Might be asking why. I just wanted to show you that we won it, to be quite honest, as we get a pick on top of it. We played super well. Offense came to life late in the second quarter, and that carried over to the second half. And yeah, we're going to be able to finish out this game. And we are the American champions, which then for surely gets us into the college football playoff. All right, we join here in the Chick-fil-A Bowl in the college football playoff. We are currently down 6. We have the ball. It just hit the 2-minute warning, or the 2-minute timeout. It's been a pretty tough game, to be honest with you. That should be PI.
Playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Just going to have to throw it away here on first down after the pass interference. Got to throw it away. And then we drop it over the middle. Oh, frustration. Frustration is where I'm at right now.
It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
He's throwing for it.
That's fine. They're down at the 2. So defensively, we just need to make 2 plays. And there's 1. There's the safety. Let's go score some points. All right, under a minute. We have all 3 timeouts. got to go down and score a touchdown. Iglesias definitely showed some rust tonight. Hasn't played in quite a while because of injury. He's thrown 4 picks. We're gonna use our first time out there. Pick up another first down. Okay, I don't like that play. Wow, that's bad.
Escapes the pocket. Going to scramble now. Out of bounds. First down yardage. So the offense getting set. This is not going against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to the throw for the first down.
Pick up another first down. We're just gonna hustle up to the line here. And we're going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy. What a throw by Iglesias. 4 picks tonight. Doesn't matter. When we need him, he throws an absolute dot for a touchdown. We're going to play everybody deep. And that's going to fall incomplete. We end up defeating Oklahoma in a low-scoring, gross Peach Bowl. Here we are in the semifinal. We are playing Ohio State in the Rose Bowl. It is tied 24-24. They're going to throw it out to the flat and the running back. We're going to be out there. It's going to probably bring us to the 2-minute timeout. Unless they're going to run another play, I guess. It looks like they're going to. They're going to throw it out to the flat again. He's going to get out of bounds. They're going to have to run their 3rd down play before the 2-minute warning. So, 3rd and 17, 2:01 left. What a great stop by our defense. They're going to have to punt it to us. All right, 150. All we need is a field goal to get us into the national championship game. We're going to start it with a screen. Blockers get out there. We're going to pick up 8. We're going to make sure 2 clock's not on so we don't run ourselves out of points. I'm going to go ahead and send Shaw deep. See how they react to that. They're going to do all right. We're going to step up with Iglesias. We're going to get down. Again, we're not going to use any of our timeouts. We don't need to at this point in time. We are going to send Hyde deep, though, see if he can win off of the line. Iglesias is going to have to use his legs again. He's going to pick up 3. We're going to go back to the screen, see if it does us any good here. Got to get it out, which we do. Got one really big block out there, but the other guy couldn't get his block down.
Sometimes this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here, the defense does a good job of keeping.
We're going to send Hyde across here. Hyde's going to come up with it. Ohio State's going to start calling timeouts. They know we're in field goal range at this point. Obviously, this is a bomb of a field goal, but we just need to keep the ball in the middle of the field and continue to chew some of the clock, chew up some yards. Oh, I got to get inside that block. That was such a good block.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe get a little bit closer. Let's face it, this defense is shooting those down. So they're trying to come up with a loss of yards, maybe trying to really help out. Offense has to make close.
Field goal to win the game here. It's up. It should be right down the middle. We do give them 1 second left. I'm going to hop in, and I'm going to ensure that we squib it. Fullback's going to grab it, and that's going to be it. We are going to the national championship where we will face Oregon. I'm going to hop in and just check the bracket really quickly to see the path of both of us. We both got a first-round bye. We are the 4 seed. They were the 3 seed. Ohio State is the 9 seed, beat the 8 seed Washington State, and then beat Georgia. So they were a pretty touted team, and we ended up pulling it out. And, Oregon, I mean, they had more of a traditional route. They played the 6 seed, then they played the 2 seed. They absolutely destroyed Kansas, which is not a good look for the Big 12. But here we are, Big 10 versus American, Oregon versus Navy for the national championship.
Shotgun knocks back, looking for an open man. And the fullback takes a turn on the football. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Chunk of yard picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. The 2-minute warning here as we set up for a close, dramatic finish to this one.
Oh. Yeah, so here's the deal. I wasn't commentating, and I apologize. I kind of got worked up into what was happening. And but if you look here, 2 seconds left in the national championship. We're up 7 against Oregon, and that is going to be the game. Navy Midshipmen are the national champions of college football in 2030. Oh, it feels so good. As you see here on the screen, Navy is the national champions, and that concludes this video of rebuilding Navy. It took way longer than I thought it would. So as I mentioned after the game, the first round of the playoffs are done, and it's Christmas Eve when I finish the recording of this. And I started the day before the Army-Navy game. So this took me almost 2 weeks of recordings to get this finished as I was trying to keep up with other stuff. But this was super fun. If you enjoyed this style of video and you made it this far, please hit the like button and subscribe. If we get a lot of good feedback from this, a lot of likes and different things like that, I'll continue to do some of these. Like I said, this took almost 2 weeks for me to record, so it is a lot of work. It's a lot of cutting to make sure that it's not 8 hours long, but I truly enjoyed it. I really love the recruiting aspect of this, and it's really a recruiting sim until we choose the 3 games to hop into, and then we play the moments and all that stuff. So I appreciate you staying on this long in this longer video. I appreciate your support. As always, I hope you have a good day. I hope you had a great day. Spread the word. Peace.